Hello, and welcome back to Mindful Aging. If you've been feeling frustrated lately because the tricks you used to use to lose weight in your 30s or 40s simply aren't working anymore, I want you to take a deep breath. You are not alone, and it is not your fault. Losing weight, or even just maintaining your weight, during and after menopause can feel like an uphill battle. You might be eating the exact same things, moving the exact same way, but suddenly, the scale is creeping up, particularly around your midsection. It is incredibly frustrating, but today, we are going to ground ourselves in the facts. When our estrogen levels drop during menopause, it changes where our bodies store fat. It also impacts our insulin sensitivity, making it easier to store energy as fat rather than burning it. On top of that, we naturally lose muscle mass as we age, which slows down our resting metabolism. So, what do? We stop fighting our bodies, and we start supporting them. Today, we are going to cover 3 fundamental, science-backed shifts you can make to manage your weight after menopause. No crash diets, no exhausting hours on the treadmill. Just smart, mindful adjustments. The first thing we need to do is change how we look at our plates. For decades, many of us were taught to just eat less to lose weight. But after 50, eating less usually just leads to losing precious muscle, which actually slows your metabolism down even further. Instead of eating less, we need to eat more of the right things, specifically, protein and fiber. Let's talk about protein first. Because we are at a higher risk for age-related muscle loss, our bodies actually require more protein than they did when we were younger to maintain the muscle we have. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. The more you have, the more calories your body burns simply by existing. Try to include a solid source of protein with every single meal. We're talking Greek yogurt, eggs, lentils, fish, or chicken. Next is fiber. Remember how I mentioned that menopause affects our insulin sensitivity? Fiber is your best friend here. It slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing those massive insulin spikes that signal your body to store belly fat. Fiber also keeps you feeling full and satisfied, which naturally crowds out the processed snacks that sneak into our afternoons. Take a moment and think about your breakfast this morning. Was it toast and coffee? A bowl of cereal? Tomorrow, try swapping that out for 2 eggs and a side of spinach, or a bowl of cottage cheese with raspberries. Notice how much longer you stay full. It's not about restriction, it's about giving your body the building blocks it desperately needs right now. Now let's move on to our second shift, how we exercise. If you spent your younger years doing hours of intense cardio, running, spinning, sweating buckets, to manage your weight, you might be finding that it's just making you tired and hungry now. Cardio is wonderful for our heart health, and a brisk daily walk is a beautiful thing. But for weight management after menopause, strength training is non-negotiable. Remember that muscle loss we talked about? Strength training is how we fight back. By gently challenging our muscles, we tell our bodies to rebuild that tissue. This doesn't mean you need to become a bodybuilder or lift incredibly heavy weights. We are talking about functional, mindful movements that protect your joints while building your strength. If you've never lifted weights before, that is perfectly okay. Start with your own body weight. Practice sitting down in a chair and standing back up without using your hands. That's a squat. That builds the largest muscles in your body, your glutes and your quads. Aim for 2 to 3 days a week of gentle, full-body strength training. You will not only boost your metabolism, but you'll also protect your bone density, which is critical during these years. Our third and final shift is often the most overlooked piece of the puzzle. It's about stress, sleep, and a hormone called cortisol. During the menopausal transition, our bodies are under a certain amount of physiological stress as hormones fluctuate. If we add chronic psychological stress to that, worrying about our families, our jobs, our aging parents, our bodies pump out high levels of cortisol. And guess what cortisol loves to do? It loves to store fat right in the middle of our bellies. It is a survival mechanism. Furthermore, poor sleep, which so many of us experience thanks to night sweats or insomnia, acts as a massive stressor on the body. When you don't sleep well, your hunger hormones get completely thrown out of balance. You wake up craving sugar and carbohydrates because your brain is desperate for quick energy. You cannot out-diet or out-exercise sleep deprivation and chronic stress. So, managing your weight means managing your mind and your rest. Let's talk about sleep hygiene. Keep your room cool to help with night sweats. Establish a wind-down routine that doesn't involve looking at a phone or a tablet. And during the day, find small pockets of time to down-regulate your nervous system. 5 minutes of deep, belly breathing. A slow walk in nature without listening to a podcast or music. Reading a book. These aren't just nice things to do. They're biological necessities for keeping your metabolism functioning properly. Losing weight after menopause isn't about forcing your body into submission. It is an invitation to take better care of yourself than you ever have before. Let's recap our 3 mindful shifts. Number 1. Prioritize protein and fiber to feed your muscles and stabilize your blood sugar. Number 2. Embrace gentle strength training to boost your metabolism and protect your bones. And number 3. Fiercely protect your sleep and manage your stress to keep cortisol in check. Patience is key here. The scale might not move as quickly as it did in your 30s, and that's okay. Focus on how your clothes fit, how much energy you have, and how strong you feel. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 shifts feels the most challenging for you right now? Let me know in the comments below, and let's support each other. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Remember to be kind to yourself today, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hello, I invite you to join us on the Mindful Aging channel, where we discuss health and wellness for a vibrant life.